Press release. Former IBF welterweight champion Showtime Shawn Porter and hard-hitting contender Adrian Granados will meet in a 12-round WBC welterweight elimination bout on Saturday, November 4th, live on Showtime from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The November 4th event, presented by Premier Boxing Champions, is headlined by WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder in a rematch against former title holder Bermane Stiverne. The three-fight broadcast ALOS includes Sergey Lipinets battling Japan's Akihiro Kondo for the vacant IBF 140-pound title that Terence Crawford relinquished. Porter spoke from his training camp in Las Vegas, while Granados shared his thoughts from camp in Chicago, just over a week before they go toe-a-toe. Shawn Porter training camp has gone very well. We did most of our work here in Las Vegas and also a little bit at Wildcard in California. We're at the tail end of camp now. Every day is going to be exciting as we taper off and get ready for November 4th. I feel very familiar with the Granados at this point. One night I watched about 3 or 4 of his fights and some interviews and really got to put him in my mind. He's an aggressive fighter who's not easily hurt or fazed by what's going on in the ring. Whether that's him getting hit or an opponent making him miss, this is going to be a very competitive fight. The key to beating him will be my speed. I have to outbox him, make him walk into some heavy shots and eventually knock him out. I love Las Vegas, but I'm always very excited to get the opportunity to fight at Barclays Center. It's a genuinely fun arena. The energy there is bar none. I absolutely love being able to entertain crowds out there in Brooklyn. We're going after the WBC title. We're going to have our sights set on Keith Thurman, who also holds the WBA title. I want to get that rematch sometime next year. Outside of that, the only fighter on my mind is Danny Garcia, because he's a guy who I think I'd make an exciting fight with. Adrian Granados. I know I have a fan-friendly style and I make my opponent fight regardless if he bangs or boxes. Bringing exciting fights is what I'm known for to the fans and media. It's going to be the fight of the night. It was a surprise when I got the call for this fight, but I jumped right at the opportunity to get in the ring with Shawn Porter. He had a close fight with Keith Thurman and a win over Adrian Broner, so a victory over him puts me right back at the top of the division. Shawn fought at 165 in the amateurs, much bigger than me, and I remember him well. He was also a football player, so he was much heavier. Since he turned pro, I've spent more time watching his fights and studying him, especially these last few weeks, knowing that we're fighting each other at 147. It's better for me to know right from the start the weight is at 147. The previous camp for Broner we started at 142 and then had to move to 147 very late in the camp. Knowing it's been 147 from the start has helped me to better prepare for this fight with Shawn Porter. It will also help me to come in a little heavier on fight night. Training and sparring has all been here in Chicago at the Garfield Park Gym. Camp has been terrific, very smooth, especially with no weight issues. I'm very excited to be fighting at Barclays Center, and I know that this is more of a neutral site. I know that Shawn's the favorite, but I feel good about fighting in Brooklyn. I've been to Barclays Center twice to watch fights, and I'm excited to be fighting there next Saturday night. If I win, it'll be the mandatory for Keith Thurman's WBC belt, and that's my motivation. Expect a classic El Tigre performance, no back down, no quit, a classic boxing match.